Yo, welcome to the podcast, the Liberated Individuals podcast. I am your host, Steve Too Much. What's good, people? What's good? Man, it's been a minute. Been a minute since y'all done heard from me. You know what I mean? Took a little hiatus, to say the least. You know what I mean? The last episode we did was the wrap up for 2019. Wrap 2019 up, going into the new year, going into 2020, what we all had, had, ain't gonna say we all, but I think a lot of people had a certain idea, mindset they wanted to have going into 2020, not knowing what we were getting ourselves into, y'all. Not knowing what we was getting ourselves into, but that's life though. 2020 has been up and down for me personally, but just as the human race, you know what I'm saying, right now, because this thing affecting everybody worldwide. 2020 just, it's been real crazy. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of different, just I don't know, man. Just it's crazy, right? It started off, with the deaths at the beginning of the year, then it went to the pandemic, then it went to police brutality, you know what I'm saying, who knows what's next, then, it's just all kind of, a lot of different things going on, man, with 2020, and it's just interesting to see what's going to unfold for the rest of the year, but, I'm keeping my positive thoughts. I'm still trying to stay in tune with them positive affirmations I had set forth. Definitely got off track, can't even sweat. I can't even flex on that. This is the first podcast I done did for the year to be exact. And it's about 6 months after I did that, the last podcast. Like I said, we wrapped that one up 2019. We're gonna say this is season 2, episode 1, the Liberated Individuals podcast. Anybody new, listen to the podcast, you know what I'm saying? We come on here, I'm gonna come on here, I might have some guest hosts, I might have guests, interview type situation, you know what I'm saying? I might just have some people up here, we just shooting the shit, you know what I'm saying? Just talking, and just having a conversation, you know what I'm saying? My platform pretty broad. When I say pretty broad, just saying, we talk about pretty much anything, as long as it makes sense. Trying to give out positive energy and just be just a conversation you can listen in on. Maybe you got a point of view on, maybe, just need another ear, another perspective on something. And just, I don't know, man, I don't know, with what's going on with the climate, you know what I'm saying? The climate of the world right now, it's just kind of certain things that I was talking about before on season 1. I still want to talk about, but at the same time, I want to incorporate some other things that might be a little bit more beneficial. Just seeing that, we definitely need to be very mindful of the messages we putting out, and just be mindful that, everybody watching us, and whether you give a fuck or not, give a care or not, whether you care or not, people watching you, and you might not think it affect you right then and there, but it can affect you later on down the road. So we just gotta be mindful of just the messages and stuff we putting out. So saying that to say, I just want to be more conscious, for lack of better words, lack of less cliche words. Just be more conscious in the content I put out, because it's a lot of a lot of propaganda, a lot of misconceptions, a lot of stuff, being taken and ran with it. And if somebody gonna take something and run with it from here, I want it to be something positive. At least that was the way I'm coming from with it, for the most part. But everything ain't gonna be peaches and cream. I'm gonna keep it 100. At the end of the day, keep it 100. I can only I'm still human, you feel me? So Libra scale, you know what I'm saying? Balanced out, 50-50. It is what it is. But yeah, man, police brutality, systemic racism in the USA, man, it's all, you know, I can't say it's all coming to the light, but it's all at the forefront right now. We'll say that because it's always been an issue. If anybody been paying attention, I won't say I've been always paying attention, but you know, I can definitely see. I've definitely, you know, since the Trayvon Martin situation, that was when I first started realizing, whoa, we back in, you know, what's going on. And, you know, I was coming into adulthood at the time, and, you know, I was maybe contributing the two together, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm a, you know, adult now, I look at things different, but it was just, you was just being awakened a little bit, enlightened, if you will, because that was, you know, I don't want to replay that, but we all know what happened there, and then just to see it happen over and over again, you know, again with Mike Brown, and then later on with, you know, just Sandra Bland, and just different people that this happened to. You know, George Floyd was one that caused one of the highest uproars recently, and just, you know, we all know how that was, I don't know, it was a sad time, man. Very, very eerie time, if you ask me. And, you know, just that feeling, just wasn't a good feeling. And just to know that, you know, not, 2 weeks after, however long after it, you know, it happens again. So it's just, like I say, 2020 been a tough year. It's been, but it's not all sad, you know what I'm saying? I gotta be real. It's been some highlights, just personal highlights and stuff like that. But it's been an up and down year. But we in the second half now, you know what I'm saying? It's July, you know, coming into the 7th month. I don't know who celebrating 4th of July. I'm not celebrating, you know what I'm saying? But if somebody is cooking out on the grill somewhere, I will be at a cookout. But I'm not per se celebrating Independence Day. I guess, if anything, I'm celebrating the 4th day of the month of July. And that is the day that people have cookouts, have a tendency to have cookouts. And so I have a tendency to pull up if I'm not having a cookout myself. But I did my thing for Juneteenth, so I won't be cooking for 4th of July or Independence Day or whatever you want to call it. I had a good turnout at the crib, you know what I'm saying, Juneteenth. Didn't do it on Juneteenth Day. I just went to my partner's house. Shout out, you know what I'm saying, shout out Mario for that. But day after Juneteenth, that Saturday, you know what I'm saying, had a big little feast at the crib, man. Had some folks over. It was a cool little vibe. It was cool to just, you know, be out with people. Not be out, I was in the house still, but just to be around people. As far as I know, everybody is, and it wasn't a bunch of people like that, but as far as I know, everybody is good, as far as the COVID-19 and everything. No fevers, no coughing, none of that good stuff, and whatever new symptoms they came up with it. But that's a whole nother story. Yeah, COVID-19, I'm just ready for that to be over with. And when I say over with, I realize it's a virus and, you know, it's here, but what I mean is just the whole pandemic episode of it. But we'll see how long it lasts. This ain't the first pandemic. Just gotta wait the storm out. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying, if you're blessed to make it on the other side of it, then it's a beautiful life. So with that being said, 2020 it's had its negative moments, but it is what you make it, just like anything else in life. So take this second half of the year, you know what I'm saying, and turn them bright lights on, and just kind of look a little bit deeper, look a little further, you know what I'm saying. Just plan ahead a little bit, you know, more. At least that's the type of stuff I've been trying to get myself in tune with. And just, you know, I don't know, man. Take it easy at the same time. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. It's already enough going on as it is, than for you to, you know, self-destruct. And and anybody else anybody that's been listening to the podcast from season 1, would know I'm coming from a space where if I'm talking about it, I can identify with it. So there's no judgment passed, no criticism, just saying, because 9 times out of 10, if I'm talking about it, I'll go through it, went through it, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I can talk about it. But don't put no more pressure on yourself than need to be. You know what I'm saying? Put the pressure that need to be on so you can get what you need to get done, but the stuff that you can't control, let it happen, let it do what it do. But you know what I'm saying, and control what you can control. And do and go from there. Music, film, entertainment. Man, music is now very recently, last week or two, couple weeks or whatever. A lot of new music surfaced. You know what I'm saying? You got Tiana Taylor album, which is off the chain. Wale, I rock with that. His project as well. Lil Baby dropped a single. Definitely a strong hit. I think Lil Baby one of the hottest in the game right now. I think Lil Baby is the hottest of the new school. When I say new school, I declare new school at about 2016. Anybody that came out surfaced around that time or after. You know what I'm saying? Because hip hop got 5 years of life, whatever you call it, lifespan. Average lifespan, kind of like a football player, average 7 years, or I don't know, 2 years. I don't know what it is, but average lifespan for a successful, or I guess relevant hip hop artist, somewhere around 5 years maybe. But in my mind, I'm looking at it more so just kind of the wave of the music. I feel like it kind of flipped around 2016. In my opinion, it's just in my head. This is just the way I'm thinking. I'm just letting y'all into my head. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can say what y'all want to say. It could be 2012 for y'all. It could have been whatever. I really don't care. That's what my thought is. But music switched up around that time, and I feel like in that bag of artists, Baby is the hottest, in my opinion, just because he consistent, you know what I'm saying? Anytime he drops something, you gonna at least check it out. Even if he on a no-name person who just probably might have just paid him for a feature, you know what I'm saying? You still gonna check it out. Again, this is in my mind. I know this is not a consensus. I'm just giving my perspective. But yeah, and then not far after him, I'm thinking Roddy Ricch is definitely another dope talent. The boy got range, you know what I'm saying? You'll think 3-4 people on the song and just him by himself. I still, I haven't, I don't know, I guess I did. I don't know if I mentioned it, but the boy sound like Thug and Future on one of them songs. Y'all just gotta listen to it, man. But that's talent though, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Like to be able to, have those different inflections on your voice and it all sound good, come together for one cohesive piece of artwork and it be consistent, you know what I'm saying? The boy, another one, if he drops something, you gonna check it out, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times it's gonna be a hit. When I say hit, you know what I'm saying, at least, you're gonna be rocking with it in the club. May not win a Grammy like he did, I guess, I didn't watch not Grammy, BET or whatever, he won a Grammy too, I don't know, I'm not all the way into this music thing. I guess you would say I'm a part-time halfway, but I know when I'm talking about it, I know what I'm talking about. If I'm talking about it, I hope I know what I'm talking about. I don't know, I'm just talking. But anyway, film. I haven't really been watching a lot of film lately. I mean, I don't know if a lot of new stuff coming out now. I mean, speaking of, or thinking more of a streaming world, not documentary, excuse me, comedy special. Wasn't really comedy, but 846, Dave Chappelle special. Definitely a dope piece of artwork. Definitely, you know what I'm saying? He, I don't know exactly what his angle was or what his intention was, but it was, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying, right on time. It was spot on. Something we needed, or not necessarily needed, but could use or benefit from during the times we're going through. And it was, you know, real. It was raw. It was real. And I respect that out of Dave Chappelle, and you know what I'm saying, it'd be dope to see. And I'm a firm believer, like you say, well, I won't say firm believer, but I do believe at this time, you know, if it's a way you want to express yourself or, you know, contribute to the cause, whatever platform you're on, whatever it feels, the business you in or field of whatever you do, you know what I mean, there's a space, you know what I'm saying, for you to, you know, if you so choose to contribute to the cause, and it's just a matter of figuring it out, how you could do that effectively, and it's comfortable for you, and it's, you know what I'm saying, not just comfortable for you for the sake of being comfortable, you know, because it may take you to be uncomfortable to do it, but in a space where you can feel like you can do it and be consistent with it and be real with it. And that's just, you know, what they did, and that was dope, you know what I'm saying, to be able to do that. A lot of people can't do that, you know what I mean? A lot of people can't do that. So I respect Dave Dave Chappelle for just, you know, like I say, just keeping it real and just being able to put something together like that, in a time like that. Similar to just, you know, like I say, the artists that's putting out music at this time, and their music is relevant to the times. That's dope. I heard somebody say, you know, it's, you know, today's music doesn't speak the climate of what's going on in the world. And, you know, like I say, this recent wave of music in the last month or so, in my opinion, the music, what I listen to anyway, hip hop, mostly rap music, you know, and R&B, or, you know, anything kind of in that area, neo, soul, you know what I'm saying, I listen to pretty much any kind of music as long as it sounds good. I listen to Almond Brothers, you know what I'm saying, but it just depends. But now I'm just saying, like, on a regular day, you know, I'm listening to hip hop and R&B and that type of stuff. And from what I've been hearing, you know, from the artists that I listen to, you know, they've been expressing, you know what I mean. You can tell they've been in the studio, like, recently. Like, this is not outdated music, because with the stuff they talking about is going on right now. And I can respect that out of these artists too, and they doing the same thing, using their platform to express themselves and speak out on what it is they want to speak out on that pertains to us as humans, and just, you know, our rights as that, and here in American neighborhood. So, lighter note, you know what I'm saying, lifestyle, man, it's different being at the house. I won't say different being at the house, different being at the house all the time, every day, because I was doing that anyway if I wasn't working most of the time, or if I wasn't doing anything in particular. 9 times out of 10, I'm a homebody, so I'm cool with being at the house. But just I don't know, just it's a different degree when you kind of feel like you're stuck there, or and everybody else is also at the house, and you know what I'm saying, it's a whole different mindset, different vibe. But I kind of gotten used to it at this point, you know what I'm saying. I am looking forward to when, you know, outside will open back up, so to speak, but for now, you know what I'm saying, I'm coping with it, dealing with it. I'm making, you know what I'm saying, adjustments, making, you know, whatever, just finding ways to enjoy this time as much as I can, and just, you know, make the best of it. Take the good with the bad, and you know, it is what it is. And it's not, like I say, it's definitely been some ups and downs in 2020, but it ain't all been bad. You know what I'm saying, I done got in the garden since the COVID-19, just been at the house, you know what I'm saying, doing that, you know, just kind of learning about the whole process, and it's interesting and fun and rewarding to see stuff just kind of come to fruition, and just, it's just like life, you know what I'm saying? You got an idea, you know what I'm saying, you put some action to it and stay consistent with it, and you nurture it, and you grow it into the idea and manifest it to a physical, you know what I'm saying, physical, asset for you, or physical, whatever it is that you was manifesting, and until you get that and you get the reward of it, you know what I mean? So it's just like that with gardening, and I'm also excited because I'm gonna do some work on my car. It was minor work. I thought it was gonna be more work. I thought it was gonna be a lot of work, that would need to be done. But I took it to a mechanic, and he told me what was going on, and even showed me where it was at, and told me what I needed to do, and just, instead of taking the money, I was going to support black business, but he told me, man, this is only gonna cost you XYZ. Just save your money and just go buy the part and put it on yourself. It's just like, bop, boom, boom, boom. I was like, oh, it's just like, changing the, cable line. He was like, yeah, exactly. Boom, we do that. So I'm excited, looking forward to that. Tomorrow, we're gonna see how that go. This will be my first time actually doing something on the car other than changing the tire, putting gas putting gas in it, or putting some type of fluid in the hood. But this will be, this, like I say, this will be actual repair, so to speak. So I'm looking forward to that, trying that out. So just looking forward to, trying different stuff, doing, I'm in situations I ain't been in before. So life is good, you know what I mean? I can't complain. I could definitely be in different situations, different scenarios, different circumstances. So I'm grateful for where I'm at right now. But before I get up out of here, because I just really want to get up on here, tonight to do a podcast, and just, I'm up here freestyling. I just wanted to get one on so that I can get this ball rolling, get over that hump. Like I said, went the whole first half of 2020, didn't record anything. Well, I won't say I didn't record, I didn't post anything. I definitely recorded some stuff. We'll see. I'll see if I can go through some stuff and put some stuff together and put some content out. I am doing video now also, so be looking for not only the podcast on Apple or Spotify, wherever you listen. Also be on the lookout if you in the YouTube, be on the lookout to watch the video version on YouTube. I'm on here by myself tonight. Hopefully, I get a guest soon, or guest host, or somebody that want to be a co-host, or any of that. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we get that going soon. But I kind of wanted to get on here tonight by myself to just kind of get back, get back to my fans or whoever was listening to the podcast, and just kind of get my voice on here and just get the tone set the precedence, and just get the ball rolling. But I'm looking forward to season 2 of the podcast. Y'all know I got to get my meat and potatoes in. One main thing that's been on my mind lately, when I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about on the podcast was, excuse me, I've been lifting this cup for a minute. I ain't took one sip, but finally. But self-awareness. Self-awareness has been one of the things, like I say, that's been on my mind lately, for different reasons, and I guess not necessarily all the reasons I know, but it's something I've been focused on, not just recently, but just over the last few years. They say at 25 that frontal cortex drop, and you get a sense of consciousness that you didn't have before in the first 24 years of your life. And I kind of felt like it was other stuff that happened in my life that kind of was life-changing or whatever, and that also may have contributed to my focus, kind of changing. But I do, felt like I may have, just actually felt or witnessed or just kind of experienced the frontal cortex dropping, if you will, just in that whole I don't know, just around that time, I just was thinking different, and just into a whole different, just looking at stuff differently than how I had looked at it, my whole life growing up. Being more outgoing with certain things, stepping out of the box a little bit, and just being open to stuff that was foreign to me or was not, normal or not usual for me, just because, I was, for one, be aware of self is to be aware of others too. And so I, we're not, we all human, we all unique in our own ways, but we are human. So I do observe, and I noticed that we all do things differently, and we all do things differently 9 times out of 10 because it's the way we learned it. It was the way we, eventually we all learn things as we grow, and then, that then turns into how we move and how we act. And so to just to be conscious of the fact that, it's different ways to do stuff. And so I just pay attention. I look for, ways to expand my horizons, and just be able to expand and grow, and evolve when it's time to. Evolve in the sense of just, like, I don't know, like it's. I feel like we have seasons in our lives. For instance, my mom, when I was in the 8th grade, decided she wanted to be a teacher. Well, when I was in the 7th grade, decided she wanted to be a teacher, and became an 8th grade teacher when I was in the 8th grade. And so just, that was kind of a dramatic change for her from, doing what she had been doing the years before that, which was around, which she had probably been doing since, like, right up before I was born. And then, 8th grade, which you 14. So, for 15 years, she had been doing one thing, and then, or 13 years, however long, 15 almost. And then to switch over to do something else. For some people, making a switch at some point at 5 years, might be too dramatic. But I do believe in, we have seasons. I believe in callings, and I believe in, God putting us in the right place in the right time. And, if it's something that's for us, that we are, is meant for us, if we do the right things, we can get there to it. And it's a constant battle between, doing the right thing, quote unquote, versus doing what what, I don't know, like, just, and it boils down to discipline. At the end of the day, it's just a matter of being disciplined, knowing what you want, knowing what you're going after, and knowing what's going to get you there versus what's going to keep you away from that. And you just got to balance it out, more so that you're doing more that's going to get you there than going to keep you away. I'm, again, talking from a place of identity where I identify, a place of, what's the word? I don't know. I can relate because it's, from my experiences and from, my own precedents. And just my story, like, at the end of the day, that's all I'm doing when I'm out here by myself. It's just storytelling. My ideas or just my perspectives. Hopefully I say something that somebody might, find interesting, or find, maybe you find it not interesting, or you find it, it may stand out in a bad way, and it may make you, I don't know, it challenge you, or it make you want to challenge me in a certain way. Like, but at the end of the day, as long as we thinking, as long as we talking, building a dialogue, at the end of the day, we gotta say something, right? Yeah. I ain't really got much else, y'all. I ain't really got a whole lot. I just wanted to get up here, like I said. Just wanted to get over the hump, man. Really just wanted to drop a podcast, record one that needs to drop. Be on the lookout, like I say, video coming on YouTube, Podcast will be back up. Just I don't know, man. Support the hustle. Support the not even the hustle. I'm bad. Support the brand is what I really was thinking. Support the brand. LiberatedIndividuals.com. Website will be up soon. Currently in the middle of contacting or going back and forth with Shopify customer service to get the website back up. But yeah, check that out when that's available. I will update that when it is available. LiberatedIndividuals.com, just the Liberated merch. You know what I mean? Still, supporting, the lone wolf. Still got to come back to the pack. We all out here on our own grind. We all out here hustling. We all out here, taking care of our kids. I don't have kids, but taking care of, whoever we got to take care of or doing what we got to do. But we got to remember we all, whether it's family or whether it's your community or whether it's your homies or your girls or your whatever it is, what I'm saying? We got to come back to each other, support each other. We got to come back to each other and embrace one another and just motivate each other, you know what I'm saying? Because it get hard out here by yourself, man, you know what I'm saying? I find it a lot easier at times to do stuff when you got support, just simply because you got support. It ain't just you trying to accomplish a goal. It's like-minded individuals all trying to accomplish one goal, and there's power in numbers. So keep that in mind if it makes sense to you. But yeah, that's it, man. That's been the Liberated Individuals podcast, y'all. Season 2, episode 1. In the meantime, y'all stay liberated, stay in your lane, stay out the way. One.